might take my heart, take my heart. Thought I told you from the start, never gonna tear ourselves apart, tear apart. All you gotta do is play a part, play a part.
Yes.
They didn't say I was a player, but we could be ballin' hard. We stay swiping credit like it was a Metro card. It's like I sold you soft, don't you go and make this hard. I just want you to know how I feel, yeah, it's real, like my dollar bills. Like that shit is fake, only temporary. Forever your soul, pure as white. Rest in peace to Barry. See you in that white dress, call her wife, and yes, I'm married.
Whew. Damn.
Then take it off, turn the lights off. No, leave them on. Now I'm talking about the bra or the panties. Let me stretch those hammies, all your thighs in that waist. We can't let it go to waste. Don't think I have you replaced.
Nope.
Cause we fit together.
Yep.
Like we cuddled up in some bad weather. Told you I was gonna be the one when you said never. Temporary never's turned into forever. Know that patience is a virtue.
Damn.
And that is why I'm not here with you.
Love it.
Hello pretty lady, you work hard,
Yes, you
But
are.
I gotta watch it, you might take my heart, take my heart.
Damn right.
Thought I told you from the start,
Yep.
Never gonna tear ourselves apart, tear apart. All you gotta do is play your part, play your part. Didn't say I was a player, but we could be ballin' hard. We stay swiping credit like it was a Metro card. It's like I sold you soft, don't you go and make this hard.
Just want you to know how I feel. It's real, like my dollar bills. Shit is temporary.
Hello lady, you work hard. But I gotta watch you might take my heart, take my heart. Thought I told you from the start, never gonna tear ourselves apart, tear apart.
Yes.
All you gotta do is play your part, play your part. Didn't say I was a player, but we could be ballin' hard. We stay swiping credit like it was a Metro card. Just like I sold you soft, don't you go and make this hard. Hello pretty lady, you work hard, but I gotta watch it, you might take my heart, take my heart. Thought I told you from the start, never gonna tear ourselves apart, tear apart. All you gotta do is play your part, play your part. Didn't say I was a player, but we could be ballin' hard. We stay swiping credit like it was a Metro card. It's like I sold you soft, don't you go and make this hard.
Please don't.
Hey everybody, what is up again? It's been a while for me. It feels like it's been a while. But how are you? Welcome to The Hang. Another episode. Oh man, don't tell me this cable's making a lot of noise. Oh, or maybe it's the microphone. I just got this microphone and it's one of those handhelds with, the little ball at the top. Just trying it out, see if it's better. I mean, it's the same thing as I was using before, but this time I'm holding it in my hand. It's not on a stand, but it's cool. How's everybody doing? By the way, I just played you a song off my EP. By the way, the guitar featured Mr. K. If you don't know who Mr. K is, go check out my Instagram page. Go check out my yeah. Sorry, I'm actually I'll get back to why I laughed right now, but go check out my website, davidvmusic.com. Got my EP there, a couple instrumentals, and of course all the podcast episodes. So I'll tell you why I'm laughing now, cause guess what day it is? I'll give you a hint. Da 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 da, bum 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 bum. Da 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 da, bum 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 bum. Da 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 da, bum bum. Da 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 da. That's actually I'm kind of wrong because I just sang you the Monday Night Football song, and it's clearly Thursday. If you are, well, I'm guessing you'll be listening on Friday at least or whatever. It will no longer be Thursday night. But yeah, it's the first day of football season. Yes, finally, my favorite sport is back, and I know the world is fucking on fire right now, falling apart. But hey, can you like let me enjoy some, entertainment for once? Like, there we haven't been allowed to have entertainment, um, which sucks because obviously I'm in that industry. But we'll get to that later. But thankfully, football is back. Currently watching the first game of the season, it's Kansas City Chiefs against Houston Texans, and I just laughed because I saw that Deshaun Watson, the quarterback of the Texans, scramble. That means he just. But by the way, if you don't know anything about football, I'm sorry. You could just like skip through this, and if you do, I'm not gonna explain any little detail because you're gonna be annoyed. But he scrambled and he ended up on the Chiefs bench, and he literally sat down right next to Patrick Mahomes. It's kind of I don't know what they said to each other, but it looked like a friendly exchange between them. In case you don't know who they both are, they actually, I think, currently the highest paid players in the NFL. So congrats to them for having good athletic ability, I guess. Um, but yeah, I'm glad that I can see. I mean, I know things like basketball and hockey have been back, but and even though I like all sports, even tennis, but yeah, football is special to me. So this is the only thing I actually watch. I watch the NBA finals and probably the Stanley Cup finals when they happen. And it's funny because the U.S. Open, that's like another sport, tennis. It's going on right now, which is like 10 minutes away from me, like walking. But what else? What was I saying other than football? Honestly, like I fucking, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that football is back. And obviously my prediction is that the Ravens will win it all, unless the Madden curse happens, which in case you haven't been paying attention, Lamar Jackson, the former, or I guess the reigning MVP for the Baltimore Ravens, is on the cover. And yeah, that's more than half the time the cover. What do you call him? He's not an artist. The cover player. It doesn't go well for him. People like Michael Vick were hurt for the whole year when they were on the cover. Eddie George, his team didn't even make the playoffs. Same thing with Dante Culpepper. Who else has been on the cover? Ray Lewis. I think he was hurt for most of the year. Oh, that's the second time a Ravens player is on the cover. That's right. And this time, it's the leader of the offense. Last time it was the leader of the defense. But yeah, man, I'm really excited that I can finally watch something that I enjoy very dearly, and I wish activities were going on now so that I can do them. Luckily, gyms opened back up, and that's allowed me to try to go back. And I've realized that I got out of shape again. I don't have the stamina anymore that I did 6 months ago. I used to like legit work out twice a day, almost every day. But I'm doing it now, and it's a lot harder. I'm not gonna lie. It sucks, but hey, you gotta get through the hump to get to the other side, which will be a lot better and a lot more fun once I get my stamina back. Oh, he dropped the interception. Oh, Patrick Mahomes could have had his first interception of the year. By the way, the score is 7-7, second quarter. But you probably already knew this because this game is probably over by the time you're listening. As I was saying, yeah, gyms are open back up, and I guess the restaurants are gonna open back up. By the way, this is New York City. I know everywhere else in your Republican state, if that's where you are, you've been living life normally for a while, and Yeah, we haven't, and it sucks because it kind of doesn't make sense to me. A lot of this shit doesn't make sense. This whole year doesn't make sense if you think about it. But I just don't get it why. I mean, I don't get a lot of things about the decision makers, like basically the government officials or whoever tells us to, like, whoever decides that this can open, this cannot. Why is it that you're gonna let people go into restaurants and school, but not venues? This is, by the way, New York City. I don't know what it's like where you're from. If you're not in New York City or New York State, even New York State, like the rest of the state opened back up, kind of basically. But New York City is just on some bullshit. That's what happens when you just have fucking millions of people stacked up on top of each other. It's just a cesspool of fucktards, and that's the problem, man. I don't think human beings are meant to be like in those living conditions. It's like, all like hundreds of people living within like one block. Like, that's probably not even like, that's probably, I'm under like lowballing it. Like, it's probably close to 1,000 people per block. And then they're just stacked up top of each other if it's a tall building, even if it's a short building. I even remember when I was a young boy. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. I mean, I'm not saying this like, make you like have pity for me. I'm just trying to set the setting here. But there was a point where it was like, I don't know, it was a 1-bedroom apartment in Manhattan back when that apartment would be like $200 a month, the rent. But now it's like $2,000 at least. But yeah, back then I had like, Jesus, there was at least 5 people living in that apartment, and we literally were stacked on top of each other, like in bunk beds and couches and fucking the floor. Like, it was just a shit show. And I didn't think about it when I was a kid, because I was like, what do I know about the world as a kid? But yeah, I don't think that's how humans are supposed to be, man. Like, obviously we're supposed to be social people, but I think just those living conditions of there's a family living 10 feet within you in every way. So like below you, above you, to the left, to the right, and then the other 2 walls, because there's 4 walls. And they're the same. And there's like, I don't know how many units in the building, how big it is. And I don't think that kind of stuff is sustainable. Like, all these big cities, like, they're definitely gonna fall. Like, they're gonna be the first things to fall. I know a lot of apocalypse experts probably already said what I'm telling you right now. But yeah, I think people are just too selfish in general. I mean, I don't want to, like, I'm trying to keep this episode positive here, so I don't want to get too like down and like make it depressing and shit. But I don't know, man. We really gotta fucking change, or else like I think our society is gonna fall within 40 years or less. Because it's bound to happen. By the way, I don't mean to burst your bubble, but it's definitely gonna happen. I should place my bet right now. But why does it matter if money's not gonna matter after that? But yeah, all societies fall, all civilizations die out. Every being that had like, was the top dog of this earth eventually died out one way or another. So don't think we're gonna last forever, because we're definitely not at this rate. And then, millions of years into the future, they'll look back and be like, oh, look at those dummies, so primitive with their fucking with their city bikes and shit. Nah, chill. Biking is nice, but biking in Manhattan is fucking, especially in the daytime. You're just asking to die. But once again, I don't want to head down that road into that discussion. Maybe if you want to come and discuss that, you can, but I don't want to do that right now because I want to be distracted by my, you know, it's like the Roman times. Please distract me from all the problems by putting a show on for me in the Coliseum. Um, and it's funny because, oh, I guess not anymore. I guess this year they play in their own real stadium, the Rams, but the LA teams used to play in the Los Angeles Coliseum, Memorial Coliseum, where they had the Olympics back in like in the 90s, I think. No, wait, it's way older than that. What am I talking about? USC's been playing there for decades. I don't know. I don't know my history of Olympics like that, but yeah, it's just a big ass stadium with like it's not even real seats. That's how old it is. It just has kind of grandstands, bleachers, like what do you call it? Cement bleachers. And I've never been in it, but from what I hear, there's no like, it's not enough bathrooms, and people could barely walk in the hallways, kind of thing. Like they're so small. Since we've gotten so damn fat over the years, I'm pretty sure when it was made in the 50s or whatever, people weren't as big. I've definitely noticed that. It's a lot of. I mean, I'm definitely no skinny guy myself. I'll tell you that. I'll admit to that. But at least I'm trying, not to be skinny, but just to not be like obese, overweight. That like, fucking tuba player has to follow me everywhere. Like boom, 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 boom. Yes, I stole that off of Family Guy. I'm a fucking plagiarizer. Sorry. Need to write my own jokes, right? But yeah. Oh man, I'm liking how Kansas City is looking. I mean, yeah, they fucking won the Super Bowl. Duh. Like, why wouldn't they be good? Unfortunately, like that's not a good thing for the Ravens. But hey, nothing's impossible, and the Ravens are pretty good themselves. So it's really gonna be up to the defense when they meet in the playoffs. Just as always, defense wins championships. Offense could win you all the games, but defense is gonna win you the championship. I was gonna discuss other things other than football, but as you could tell, like I should have. I don't know why I didn't try being a coach. I mean, I could still try. It's not like I can't, but I guess this year I can't because there's nothing so far. I didn't want to mention. I mean, once again, I don't want to like stick to this topic too long, cause touchdown, Sammy Watkins, who is in my fantasy team. Let's go, man. You didn't do much last year, but so far you and Travis Kelce got a touchdown too, who's also on my fantasy team. That's great. Fantasy football. That's like the only excitement me right now. Nah, that's not true. I've actually the reason why I haven't put out a podcast in a while is because I guess some things opened up, and like I said, I'm going outside of New York City and just trying to pick up whatever like little gigs there are in the city until the mayor or whoever the fuck makes these decisions, gets his shit together and lets us work again. But what was I saying before I got off track and after this touchdown, which I think they're gonna review because it looked like he didn't cross the plane. Yep, whatever. You got me yards, even though a touchdown would have been nice. Those 6 points. But what was I saying before that distracted me? Oh yeah, that's right. I don't want to stay to this topic too long, but it has to be discussed because it's like it is reality as much as I don't want to. Like I have this escape of sports, but there's real issues at hand, and one of them is the New York City schools. I don't know what your schools are like where you're at, but lo and behold, I mean, first of all, pretty sure you've known that like New York City public school system is a shit show. And don't take it from me. I actually today saw a post of a teacher who just like listed like at least 9 problems that like, just like that it proves that we're not ready to have kids go back to school, like go to actual school. Because, I mean, like always, schools are underfunded, teachers are underpaid and underprepared, and always got to go the extra mile to, you know, have the minimum. What do you call it? I guess, you know, the environment that you need to learn as a kid. Um, it's just not given in these public schools. And that's fucking sad, man. Um, yeah, so that's it's just another thing, another reason why it's not sustainable to have fucking 10,000 people living on top of each other. It's just like, it's clearly not working. So either leave or figure it out. And it's like we're still using the same methods from the like 100 years ago. I was gonna say the 20s, but I guess we're technically in the 20s now again, right? Um, but yeah, man, it's just like one big reason why I got discouraged from being a teacher. Cause don't get me wrong, I really love teaching other people the shit that I know. Cause it's just like it's only right to spread knowledge to to everybody. Like I don't, you know, you can't be selfish with like, oh, I know this thing and only I can know it and nobody else can, because everybody else is my competition. Like, come on now, that's not how things should. That's not how things really end up working. Uh, but yeah, man. Any teachers out there, you guys want to come on? I know it's really hard because, you know, you might be putting your job on the line, but as long as, you know, we keep it safe and we go, you know, we don't kind of put anybody on blast. Like I could talk shit about them all the fucking time, because like, what are you gonna do, fire me, DOE? Oh wait, I don't work for you. And I know I just sound like some shit talker, but I've gone to both private and public schools in New York City. And honestly, I mean, I'm kind of the wrong person to ask about this, because I just don't like school in general. Like any school, any level, I never liked. I mean, I liked when I went to, not even, because I was going to say, I like when I went to my music classes. Oh, yeah, Sammy Watkins got the touchdown eventually. Thank God. Cool. 6 points for me. I know, in a fake game that doesn't matter. But yeah, I've honestly never liked school, even music classes. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I used to skip them so I could go to studio sessions. Because to me, that's the best way to learn. Actually doing the shit. And I remember a lot of things that I learned in school, I didn't understand them. Like, I didn't get them. Like, yeah, it's like, okay, whatever, I understand it to pass the test or whatever you want me to do. But I ended up understanding it, like, for real a couple years after, when I was doing the practices. You know, like, eventually, like, in the middle of doing the action, that light bulb went off in my head. Like, oh, this is what they were talking about. I get it now. So yeah, that's me. Obviously, everybody's different, and everybody has their own way of learning. But I have to do the things, and I definitely have to look at things too. Like, I hate it when people just like give me a call or like in person, and they're just like, do this, blah 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 blah. Like, they just list a bunch of shit. I'm like, first of all, stop, because it's kind of going in one ear and out the other. I mean, I don't say that exactly, but I kindly ask for maybe a written visual so that I can actually retain it in my brain. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one anyways. I'm pretty sure that's a universal thing, like writing things down and seeing it with your eyes. You're able to retain it more. Although some people, like, they just hear it and they just memorize it and they remember. I don't really do that. I'm sorry. Sorry. I apologize to everybody who's ever talked to me, and maybe you thought I wasn't paying attention. Oh, look, in Kansas, well, it's technically Missouri. In Kansas, they actually have people in the stands. It's obviously not full. Because, you know, it definitely would be in any regular year. But yeah, they're making it work, man, and it's clearly, like, none of the players, like, I feel like they would have shut down the team already if there was an outbreak. All of the players are there. I have yet to hear a case of an NFL player having COVID, and that's like, out of all sports, that's one sport where you're constantly, kind of exchanging fluids because people sweat, people are gonna spit a little bit here and there, people are trying to tackle each other, and people get on piles and what do you call it? Like, is it a scrum? When you just pile up and try to push. And yeah, haven't heard anything, so I feel like we're already in the better side of things, but certain people are maybe just want to take precaution. I don't know. I wish I knew, and feel like. I mean, I hate to say it, but I just feel like this government, it just has to be like ripped up and reset and rebuilt. Like, I don't know, like, especially with the dopes we have fucking at, in leadership positions. Like, not everybody, obviously, but a good amount of these people are like, either they have an agenda they're trying to, get through, and it's like whatever, or they're just dumb, or just ignorant. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I try not to think about it too much because it's just not that positive, and that doesn't help anybody in this and not in this world, in this day and age. But thanks for listening. Thanks for how long have I been going? Oh, 24 hours. 24 minutes. Thanks for listening once again and being patient. Like I said, a lot of things opened back up, and even though I definitely have people scheduled to come in, I guess my schedule and my featured guest schedule hasn't been able to line up since, when school starts, a lot of people have more responsibilities, especially if you have a kid or if you work at a school. So, including myself, actually. So, I've been a little more busy than I was during the quarantine. I think last time I went like a month without putting out an episode was when quarantine started. So, I guess it comes full circle. I'm really gonna try to just do something weekly, whether it's just me or whoever. Actually, I have a couple. I'm not gonna lie, I have a couple. I have a couple of episodes that ended up being possibly lost in like my hard drive. I don't even know where I put them. I gotta go look for it. It's either my hard drive or like a cloud, like Google Drive kind of thing. I just gotta look for it and edit them, and maybe you'll get a bonus episode here and there, But in the meantime, yeah, definitely gonna have a couple more guests throughout the month, and I'll at least give you one of these, and if you enjoy it, I hope so, and if you don't, please let me know. You guys, you're right in. I know, I know. There's no way that you're like, oh yeah, this is great, this is perfect, this makes my day every time. Listening to David just rant or talk shit, or maybe I mean, I like to think I'm giving you some worthwhile knowledge and information, but I know it could definitely be better, and I'm definitely open to suggestions. So that I don't have to talk about football the whole the whole episode now that it's back on, cause I definitely can. Cause like I said, this is a sport that just like, I don't know what it was about it. But I definitely just gravitated to it once I got introduced to it. And even though it might look like just a bunch of brute people just running into each other, there is so much brain work involved when it comes to playing football. Every single position, first of all, every single player has to know a whole playbook full of plays. Like, you can't be dumb to play football, especially positions like quarterback, middle linebacker, center, safety, just things that you have to like make quick decisions like within a second, and like kind of like read coverages, read what the offense is gonna do, study film, study playbooks, it's a full time thing that these obviously they're getting paid billions. Of course, it's their full time job, but it's just more. It's more than just yeah, just people running into each other, and it is a rough sport. I've actually I think that's how not I don't think I that is how I broke my wrist playing football, but it's cool. It's my hand's still in the same place. I don't think it's falling off anytime soon. But I'll talk a little about the NBA if you want. Uh, I'm sorry if you're not into sports. I definitely am. I know you think because I'm into music and I want to, that I want that to be my career. Think I'm some type of like music nerd or like some type of like engineer geek. I don't think I'm any type of person at all, to be honest. Like, fucking love sports. I love music. I love what food. I love uh just like all different types of arts, like movies and I guess paintings. Yeah, I was gonna say drawings. Well, like both. A good drawing and a good painting, a good sculpture is greatly appreciated by me. By the way, don't come at me with that modern art bullshit, because I'm not a fan of that stuff. Like, I mean, I haven't been to that LACMA, that LA County Museum of Modern Art, whatever the fuck they call it. We have a couple here in New York, but from what I hear over there, they have one what do you call it? One piece of art that's just a plexiglass box sitting on the floor, like 4 by 4, like four cubed. Oh shit! By the way, you guys, I'm just all these reactions are from the game. I'm sorry. I'm just really excited that football's back. Oh, 2 minute warning. No wonder they're hurrying up. It's about to be halftime. I can't wait till Sunday. That's when you get to see all the games, all the new shit. Because these two teams are they're kind of similar to last year, except oh my gosh, I'll get back to what I was talking about. But I was doing my fantasy drafts yesterday, and I the fact that Houston has two running backs with the name D Johnson, that confused me, and I picked the wrong D Johnson. One of them is David Johnson, one of them is Duke Johnson, and David Johnson's supposed to be the better one, and I ended up picking Duke Johnson, which, I mean, I hope he still does well, but when you play fantasy sports, it's all about the stats. And oh, look right there, he could have caught a ball and gave me some points. Duke Johnson, because he's in the game now instead of David Johnson. But I think David Johnson's gonna be the guy that gets the most carries, the most points for me. Oh wait, not for me, for whoever got him. But let's see how it goes. I usually other than last year, like last year was really bad because most of my players got hurt. But I usually every year end up in the final, like in the playoffs and in the finals of the league, or final game, I guess. It's one game of the fantasy league that I'm in. But I always lose that final because it's usually I have really good players throughout the year that give me a lot of points and win me a lot of games. Or matchups, whatever you call them. And then the thing is that when it's the last week of the season, usually those really great players are gonna go to the playoffs. So the coaches end up benching them so that they don't get hurt in that last game, and they get some rest so they can be ready for the playoffs. So as you could imagine, all my good players don't play the last game, which is the final, and I end up with just a bunch of random people. Not really random, but they're just not the best. They don't have the best statistics. Oh, you missed the field goal. It's kind of far, though, 51-yarder, so I can't blame you. Oh, but you're on my team, though. Oh, no, wrong. Sorry. But yeah, hopefully this year I have more luck as far as injuries go. This year's going to be a little weird because Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the football season goes. Um, but what was I talking about? I kind of lost. I'm sorry, guys. I lost my train of thought of the last thing we were talking about. But I guess now, it's kind of the halfway point, or a good halfway point, to give you a little shout out for to some people and some products. Let's see. Who do we start with first? Let's start with the ladies first. Happy. By the way, like I think it was just the 1 year anniversary of Crafts by Lissa. So happy 1 year anniversary, Crafts by Lissa. As you know, if you heard the podcast before, she customizes anything you want. I mean, maybe not anything, but you think of it and she'll do it. So hit her up at Crafts by Lissa on Instagram, which is crafts underscore by Lissa, YSSA, and crafts by Lissa at gmail.com. It's kind of self explanatory, just like if you need, oh, nice catch. If, oh, Sammy Watkins finally doing well this game or this year. Well, we'll see. It's only game one, it's only the first half. But yeah, Crafts by Lissa. I actually got to get my own, one of these clothy masks instead of using these cheap free ones. Like I just kind of been freeloading, and I didn't think it was gonna last this long, but it looks like we're gonna need a mask forever. So I gotta see if I can get me one of these customized masks. I'm trying to think of something else. No, I think that explains it, right? Yeah, just go to Instagram. She posts a lot of things there, and you can't go wrong with her, with the quality that she gives you. Another shout out is to Savannah Lynn Cosmetics. Uh, Once again, I've never used this because it is cosmetics for females, so I'm not gonna put on lip gloss or eyelash stuff. Like I don't honestly, I don't know. I'm ignorant. Like I don't know what females put on. Cause I'm just not a fan of makeup like that anyway. But hey, it's you, it's your face, it's your body. You do what you want with it. So if you like lip gloss and other cosmetics, go to Savannah Lane Cos on Instagram, all one word. Um, and oh my gosh, once again, I'm not prepared, but I got shoes. I got shoes right now. I just have to take off the lock of Instagram that I put for myself because I'm just really bad at staying off of it. I feel like I'm definitely addicted. Sorry. Nah, chill. Well, who knows? Am I in the right place? The Instagram changed? Are you just giving me ad after ad? Yeah, what is this? This is new. I don't follow none of these people. Looks like the explore page. What are you doing, Instagram? Weirdos. All right, let me look for Savannah. I was sorry, Savannah Lynn and mother. But by the way, if you didn't know, Savannah Lynn is actually a girl in second grade. So it's amazing that her mom. I mean, I wish all parents could do this, especially parents, um, that are kind of new to this country and don't really know the ways of entrepreneurship, because that's kind of what this country is all about. I don't know what your country did, but I'm pretty sure that's why you left, because you wanted more opportunities, and they're here. There you go, Savannah Lynn Cos. So once again, SavannahLynnCos on Instagram. I thought the website was here. I'm sorry. It was something like, oh my gosh, I'm such a loser for not knowing this. It's, what is it? Just, just go on Instagram, Savannah Lincos, and just send her a message or email. And you can have your vegan friendly natural cosmetics. And last but not least, let's give a shout out to. Well, actually, now that now that gyms are open, I can give a shout out to Hook Kickboxing. Uh, if you didn't hear the first couple episodes back then when it was open, I used to give him a shout out. But since I didn't know the future of this stuff, I didn't really shout them out because it's like you can't even go. So now that you could go to Hook Kickboxing. Um, I just realized that I could do this, so I'm not really ready to give them a shout out. Just give me a second to find the info. But you can also find them you can find everybody on Instagram nowadays for obvious reasons, because it's just free promotion for yourself. Now I just gotta look it up. I forget you can type this stuff in. Like, you don't have to scroll the whole time. So yeah, Hook Kickboxing is in Queens, by the way. I'm sorry to let you know if you want to come to Glendale, Alice Park Mall, or Fresh Meadows in Union Turnpike and 185th. You get your sorry, you get your first class. Why is that such a tongue twister? You get your first class free, and go to I'mSoHooked.com to check out the schedule. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like that shit is fucking kicking my ass. Like I used to kick its ass back in February and March, and I used to, I was able to keep up twice a day, and like, you could put me one on one with a trainer, and I could do everything he or she, put me up to. And now it's fucking like, especially since I had this fucking sciatic injury, it feels like my leg is gonna fall off after like 30 minutes. Like I can't try to do like a kick where my weight is basically put on my left leg. That shit feels fucking like the worst, and I hate myself for that. But it's just a process like everything else is. Trying to get my leg back to full strength, and then trying to get myself back to full stamina. But it's all about enjoying the process. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm kind of, I don't want to say furious, but I'm just a little disappointed in myself. Obviously, I have to forgive myself and give myself a little leeway. But I just want to get back to it already. Like I just want to get back to how it was, and how I was able to. I know. I'm sorry. I'm kind of just made this about myself now, but I'm just disappointed that I didn't kind of. I mean, it's hard. Like it's a lot easier. I don't want to say it's hard, because you can really do it if you're determined. But it's a lot easier to stay, active when somebody's there pushing you, and they know the things that are gonna get you to the point where you want to be. So shout out to Hook Kickboxing, and let them know David Vee sent you. If you decide to go. And now, last but not least, it is Minds Together. So once again, I've had the pleasure of having Jean Carlos Osorio, the founder of Minds Together, in one of the podcast episodes, and he's located over in Forest Hills on 72nd Avenue, 108 14 72nd Avenue, second floor. You could hit him up at 347-392-4482 or mindstogetherpc@gmail.com. I'm sure all of you, not all of you, but a lot of you have maybe things to say that you're not comfortable saying to, your friend or your mom or your coworker or whatever. Not everybody knows how to handle situations. I'm not saying that like therapists, are like magicians, but they can at least give you a direction to head as far as like within your mind. And you don't have to just, it doesn't have to be if you're like depressed or anything. Like I said, I like to go talk to them because it's kind of like a brainstorming session for me, and we're able to talk about my ideas and kind of run it through somebody that doesn't really have a certain what is the name of it? Oh, look, they're showing the new LA stadium that I was talking about. Once again, sorry, sorry about getting distracted like that. Um, but yeah, fuck. I don't remember what I was saying. Okay, let's rewind. I like to go to minds together to brainstorm because there is somebody there who doesn't have a biased opinion about you know what I'm trying to accomplish or like or, what because sometimes when I talk to my friends or my family members, they'll give me their opinion. I mean, which is like it's always nice, but it's what they want to happen. Uh, and then if you talk to somebody like a professional that would work at Minds Together, they'll just let you kind of figure out the path that you like. If you're, let's say, like you're stuck, you have an idea, but you can't really decide which way to take it. Your friend or your mom or whoever is gonna want you to take it the way that's gonna benefit them. Maybe not your mom, because your moms are usually pretty good at like, well, it depends, or at like knowing what's best for you. But your friend's gonna want to do what's, I guess, like beneficial for them, because it's like, I hate to say it, but people think about themselves most of the time. But hey, that's humanity, and it is what it is. So yeah, I think that's it for the shout outs. I have a real life advertisement though. If you don't remember, I, David Vee, have partnered up with MONAT, that is Modern Nature, which is basically, I say basically because it's really growing to more than just hair and skin products. Um, as I've mentioned, I now have long hair. If you don't know, if you haven't seen me in the past couple of years, I grew out my hair, and it's cool. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little annoying when it's really hot. But I like how it looks because I have been using Monat's product, Monat's products. Why am I like having a hard time speaking right now? I mean, it is the end of the day, and I'm a little tired. I'm actually yawning right now. Sorry, I apologize. That was weird. A little burp in there too. But yeah, Monat. As I was saying, I said basically hair and skin products, because they have added a lot of things ever since we partnered up with them. I'm trying to think of what to tell you first. I should have planned this out, right? That's another thing too. I have to like actually start writing things down on a daily basis. Like I do it sometimes, but I don't do it all the time. I feel like if I do it all the time, my mind would be so scattered. Um, but yeah, Monat, I use their hair products for my own hair. Honestly, like skin products, I'm just not used to doing that. Like it's not a thing that I do or guys do. Like I mean, that's not a bad thing to like use skin and facial creams and stuff. But yeah, it's just weird. It's gonna like it's just something I've never done, but I guess I might as well try it. But what I will definitely try 100% is the new CBD products they have. Not only do they have CBD creams, which is like, especially now that I'm pretty sore from these workouts, just trying to get back into it. Not that I haven't been active, I just, do like little calisthenics or like go on a bike ride and shit like that, like minimal shit. But when you go to a place like Hook Kickboxing, you're doing you're you're doing the whole thing, like the works, upper body, abs, lower body, a lot of legs for sure. And once you start punching those bags, that is definitely a full. If you're doing it right, it's definitely a full body workout. And this week, because of my hip shit, like my glutes, my hamstrings and quadriceps end up being really sore, really tight. And I know CBD products, they definitely work on it. So if they have creams now, and what do you call it when you ingest it? Like I guess topical, like little oily things. They have that too. I should once again I should pull it up and tell you like really how it is. Um, but that's a brand new thing though. I don't think they're gonna have it in any like anything they sent me, like as far as like booklet and stuff. But not only did they come out with CBD products, but they are coming out with brand new men's line. If you've been on there, guys, you're gonna notice that there's very I mean, as always, anywhere you go, there's gonna be way more things for females than guys. But the guys' products are kind of limited because they're trying to get rid of that old line and start and bring out something new in the next couple weeks. So I mean, it's not like the products there are bad. Anyways, like I said, I use them every day, and I'd say my hair is pretty nice. Maybe except today, since it was humid as fuck. if you're in New York, so that's cool. That's okay though. So by the way, if you go to Monet, if you do want to check it out, definitely go to David Vee. .mymonet.com or David Vee or mymonet.com/David Vee. Either one, either at the beginning or the end. They'll take you to the same page. But what I advise you to do once you get to mymonet.com/David Vee is definitely join the VIP program, and I'll tell you why. Once you become a member in the VIP program, it's just a one-time $20 enrollment fee. And you will always get 50% off retail prices. You will get free shipping. You get a little something for your birthday. And if you purchase, I think it's more than, oh my gosh, where's the number here? Sorry, I'm looking at, I do have notes for this, so I'm not ignorant. I think it's, fuck, I'm sorry. Oh, where is it? Yeah, I believe it is $60. If you spend more than $60. You get a bonus mystery gift. Oh, sorry, it's 84. But still, I'm pretty sure once you see all the products. By the way, they also have pet products. So if you don't want your cats to be stinky or your dog or anything like that, and if you wanted to have a nice luscious hair like yourself, you could get them some pet products too. I wish. Once again, I don't like to get too sentimental on this, but back when my dear old dog Noir, rest in peace Noir, she used to get a lot of seizures. I think she had liver problems or some shit, and she used to get a lot of seizures. And I remember telling my family that, like, CBD is gonna help, but not everybody listens the first time until the shit hits the fan. So. Shit hit the fan, and unfortunately she passed away. I mean, we kind of started giving her some CBD, but I think it was a little too late. I really miss that dog. That was such a nice dog. She was so cute, and she was so friendly. Like, it's funny because she had like a little, I don't want to call her twin sister, because Noir, if you don't know French, Noir is black, and she was black. And Luna is white, and Noir was a little chubby. Luna is a skinny girl, and Luna barks at fucking everybody she doesn't know. Like she's gonna fucking. She's not. She's not even a big Chihuahua. By the way, they're little Chihuahuas. She's not even a big Chihuahua at that. Like, what are you gonna do over there, fucking Pinky and the Brain? But Noir, man, she was so chill. Like, no matter who you were, she would come up to you and like kind of want to cuddle and get picked up and petted. And I mean, I wish I would have spent a little more time with her. Cause yeah, man, she is such a cool dog. Speaking of dogs, I don't know where my co-host is. But he's definitely gonna need some of these pet products, because unless they have toothpaste for cats, somebody should invent that. I mean, I know they have it, but like some real like I mean, I think my cat has like internal problems, like in his esophagus or gut or some shit, because he has permanent, yeah, like think he gotta have gingivitis or some shit. Like, um, I'm sorry, I always get sidetracked. So back to the VIP program. Um, Remember, 15% off retail prices, free shipping. If you spend more than $84, you get a free um, extra little gift, and you get something for your birthday all the time. And you get to be the first one to know about brand new products. And if you refer a friend, you both get $20 to spend on MONAT. So once again, mymonat.com/David Vee. You can't go wrong. I know I'm a guy, and you're like, why are guys fucking promoting beauty products? It's not beauty. It's health. It's health. It's like hair and skin health. I mean, I guess that makes you beautiful too. Like, who are we kidding? But it's the inside of the counts, David. Yeah, I know. But listen, we're all humans and we like pretty stuff. We all are attracted, as much as we don't want to admit it, to things that look good in nature. So unfortunately, the way the world goes, some people take more care of themselves. Some people have a little more luck. But regardless, hey, you gotta give yourself some type of advantage, right? So go get your hair and your skin and your insides with CBD healthy. By the way, if you don't know what CBD is, it is I'm gonna try my best to not fuck this up, because I'm definitely not a chemist. Like I oh my god, like, you know how bad I did in chemistry class in fucking college. That's another reason why I don't like school, because it's like I was not prepared. Like, and I don't know. I don't want to blame my high school, but I'm pretty sure they did not prepare me for real chemistry in college. So CBD is the ingredients that is non-psychoactive from marijuana. So you don't worry, you will never get high. You'll never be like, oh man, everything is so peaceful, man. I don't know why I assume fucking people that smoke weed do that. But maybe if you're from like California, or I don't know. That's just the stereotype voice of a stoner, right? Because I never talk like that. I'm trying to take a good break from smoking actual weed. So the CBD products are definitely going to be good for me, because I have a lot of trouble sleeping. I don't know what it is. For like almost my whole life, that's been the case. And, that's the thing. CBD is still active when you smoke weed, because it's still there, but there's also THC, which actually gets you high. There is no THC in CBD products. So you only get the body benefits, such as, relaxation and what else? Oh God, me being such an advocate of freaking cannabis, I should know this stuff, right? Like, everything it's good for, which is a lot of things. It's not just one thing. I mean, for me directly, it's for relaxation of the mind and the body. Like, it literally relaxes your muscles and your mind, and it helps you go to sleep. And like I said, I have some creams that I'll rub on my sore spots. Relax my muscles too. So, and it can help save a dog's life. Remember that. So yeah, go check out mymonate.com/David Vee. If you need any help, you can always message me at David Vee. Wait, no. Well, yeah, you just go to davidvmusic.com. You can message me there. You can also message me in Instagram, either my personal page, D Major. If you don't know, that is my page. It's D.MAJ0R. Or you can go to the Hang _podcast and message me there, or on Facebook, the Hang hosted by David B. There's a page there too. Or on YouTube, there's tons of places where you guys can interact with the podcast. And once again, let's make it more exciting for you, and for me, obviously, and for everybody. Let's start. Just send me like questions, suggestions, comments, whatever it is. Even if it's like, yo, I think your voice is fucking terrible. Go get a real job. or like, or if you want to listen about certain topics, I'm always open to it. Obviously, I am, there's people that are better at other topics than I am, and I'll gladly bring somebody on that can answer that topic that you want discussed. Um, and if you yourself want to come on the podcast, you always definitely can. This is definitely open for everybody. Like, I'm not gonna say no to anybody because that's boring. I feel like every episode is fun for me, and hopefully it is for you. And if it's not, then fuck you. I'm kidding. That's really mean, isn't it? Oh man, I guess it's kind of an hour almost. Do you want me to talk more? Great. No, I'm just kidding. It's halftime right now. Oh no, wait, no. I'm dumb. They just scored a touchdown. Kansas City actually. Damn, it's looking like they're gonna be really good this year. I mean, they're always good as long as Patrick Mahomes is there, which is I think the highest paid player in the whole league. They're gonna be good, and the coach is good, and their wide receivers are good, and they got some good defensive players. So it's just a whole good team, and I think their fans are really good too. Like, unlike unlike Seattle with their genetically modified stadium that makes them louder somehow. Like, I don't know, engineers, real engineers, not like me. I think what kind of I'm such a dummy. What kind of engineers build things like that, like stadiums? Is it civic, whatever you call them, engineers? I don't know. But yeah, actual Kansas City fans go to games and get loud. Like, they have broken records of loudness of decibels. I mean, I guess technically Seattle has that record, but I would put an asterisk next to it. Because yeah, it's they get an advantage from the people that build it, and the Kansas City fans, I'm pretty sure are crazier anyways. Like, I mean, I've never been to Seattle. I actually should go because I have family there now. I've never been to Kansas City either. But I think I don't want to go to Seattle more. Oh, who knows? Actually, I wouldn't mind going to every single state, even Alaska. Because actually it looks kind of cool there sometimes. No pun intended. It looks interesting. What else? Like I said, we're an hour in. And I think you want me to shut up now, right? Yeah, I guess I'm ready to sign off here. Oh, look at they're showing the LA Stadium. Yeah, it's definitely not a Coliseum. It has real seats. That looks really fucking cool, actually. That looks like a real legit modern stadium. They have a huge screen, not like Dallas Texans, Dallas Cowboys. Huge jumbotron, but it looks cool. Speaking of Dallas, I think that's who they're playing this Sunday, the Rams. I don't think either team's good. Obviously, like every team, every year is like, oh, go. What do they call them? Hey, I have a close friend who was a Cowboys fan, and I always used to give him shit. And it was funny because he used to live in Dulles, Virginia. It's like he was a Cowboys fan, so I was like, "Hey, you a Dulles Cowboys fan?" It's probably not funny to you, but to me it is. So if you want me to get better at my comedy, I know I have to get better. But yeah, I just like to give all Cowboys fans shit because every year they're like, oh, this is the year we're going all the way, championship, this and that. Like, oh, shut up. You're never going to win again, ever again. You better have enjoyed the 90s because that was it. That was it. We'll see who the dynasty is in these 2020s because it's always been like The NFL started in like the '60s, and the '60s, I think it was the Packers that were like the really strong team. In the '70s, it was the Steelers. They won like four, yeah, they won four championships or five. I think it was four. Cause then five was when they beat the Seahawks, and then six was when they beat the Cardinals, which they should have lost that one, but it's Antonio Holmes. And then the '80s was all about the 49ers, and then the '90s was about the Cowboys, and then the 2000s. It's crazy. The 2000s and the 2010s was, I think, about the Patriots. Like they won three championships in the 2000s and then three more championships in the 2010s. And we'll see who is the top dog in these 2020s. I don't as much as I am a Ravens fan, I'm also realistic, and I don't think it's gonna be them. Will it be Kansas City? Who knows? I mean, it could be the Ravens too. This Lamar Jackson is only like what 23 or 4. Uh, you can go another 10 years. I mean, quarterbacks go into their 40s, like Tom Brady and Drew Brees right now. They're like 45 almost. I mean, yeah, like as long as you don't get hit a lot, you'll make it. Unlike running backs who last like 5 years, because every single play they're getting hit. Like they're literally like the person who's trying to get, like the defense is trying to tackle that guy like almost every play. At least, oh, I'm sorry. I gotta do something about this cable. I think the cable's fucked up. Must be some loose wiring in there. And I'm sorry. I figured out the previous podcast. Whenever you hear humming, that's what it was. It was a bad cable that had the loose ground. It was kind of shorting. I know now I'm getting nerdy as far as like it's not even that nerdy. It's kind of basic. Well, I guess it is because not everybody knows this, but it's basic audio cable science. There's a plus and a minus, and the ground. And the ground is what usually keeps the humming away. And yeah, that was touching other stuff, and it was like loose, so I just had to resolder that in there. I'll give you a lesson on that another day, or I'll bring somebody on that could explain it a lot better than I did. All right, I definitely went over an hour now, and if you wanna hear more about what you want to hear, remember, send me messages, guys. Let's grow this thing, and remember, this is not just for me, but this is for you. So let's go ahead and do it. And happy September finally. Happy football season, or happy NFL, or not NFL, NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, U.S. Open playoffs. Oh my God! Speaking of the U.S. Open, what's up with this world? I don't know if you guys care. Like, this is the last thing I'm gonna say, but I don't know if you guys care about tennis or like know who's who in tennis, but Novak Djokovic, something like that. It's spelled weird, I can't, like, how those Eastern European names are. There's like 5 consonants in a row. But yeah, like, I mean, I understand. I don't know if you guys saw what happened, but he basically got disqualified from the tournament because he hit one of the line judges in the face or in the throat or some shit with a tennis ball. And it's not like he did it on purpose. He's like, "Oh, fuck you, bitch," and then he like just slammed this, like, what do you call it? I don't know what the term is when you like hit it really hard. Like, hit the ball with the racket really hard. But it wasn't even hard. It was just a light tap because he was just like a little frustrated about his playing, just like anybody else would, When you're playing bad, you're like, oh man, this isn't normal. This isn't me. Like, I was actually doing that today. I was really mad at myself that I couldn't do the things that I usually did. Everybody has those days. But yeah, he just like tapped the ball to like the part behind the court, and the judge happened to be standing there, and she got hit in the face, and obviously she flopped like a floppy disk, overreacted. and now he's disqualified. So the best player in the world, best male player in the world, cannot play anymore. At least in this tournament. I hope he went home by now. Like, why the fuck would you stay in New York City? Well, maybe he travels around. I don't know. You live your life, Novak. But it's just like, what? Why? Like, are you guys serious? Like, is this world gotten this soft that you can't get hit in the face by accident without disqualifying somebody from the whole tournament? The best player, the number one player, you're just saying bye. You hit me. I'm offended. I'm triggered. Go home. You can't compete anymore. Like, come on, you guys fucking serious? I guess tennis is not looking good right now. I'm sorry. Like, once Serena retires, good luck finding somebody else that's gonna dominate. Like, maybe some people are bored of Serena just winning all the time, even though she doesn't. But she wins most of the time. I think like 80% of. I feel like 80% of. Okay, sorry. I think I pressed something, and it stopped recording. But I think that's my cue to leave. So everybody enjoy the upcoming fall. Enjoy the last. I mean, technically, it's still the summer, right? Until like the 21st. So enjoy. Stay safe out there. Remember, stay positive, and don't listen to these trolls. Don't watch CNN or Fox News. Stay healthy. Love each other. And goodbye. See you later. Thank you.
Hello lady, you work of art. But I gotta watch you might take my heart. Thought I told you from the start. Never gonna tear us apart.
Yes.
All you gotta do is play your part. Didn't say I was a player, but we could be ballin' hard. We stay swiping credit like it was a MasterCard. Just like I saw you soft, don't you go and make this hard. Hello pretty lady, you work of art. But I gotta watch it, you might take my heart. Thought I told you from the start. Never gonna tear us apart. All you gotta do is play your part. Didn't say I was a player, but we could be ballin' hard. We stay swiping credit like it was a MasterCard. It's like I saw you soft, don't you go and make this hard.
Please don't.